Hello, Danny here from Rapid Platform, coming to you with another product demo. So today I'm going to show you how we're using Rapid Platform to improve an accountancy firm's way of working. So they process a lot of self-managed super funds each year. So we are looking to automate the way they capture the required documentation from the client, all the way through to how the auditor processes and completes their responsibilities for that self-managed super fund, and then how we deliver back the package of documentation back to the client. So there's a bunch of workflow design or process design going into this work. So without going into heaps of the detail, what they're doing is using the existing or the included projects module that the Rapid Business product includes. So they will use projects as a way to track each of the self-managed super fund groups of activities, I guess. So they'll have an account, X, let's say Danny self-managed super fund or superannuation fund, and then it will be the 2024 SMSF project. So each year they can just trigger it manually with a click of a button that will then execute this series of processes. So let me have a look and show you what that looks like. So the first stage or the first process that we built was a document collection process. So they needed to go out to the client and request a bunch of the documentation required for the processing of the superannuation fund. So it's triggered. It's a button on an account to say trigger SMSF. That will then create the project and trigger this process. So a task is sent to the client to submit the required documents. Their super team can then review those and tell the client, do they need additional documentation or not? If they do, another task is sent and the client can submit that documentation. If not, we can then process the data into their reconciliation or accounting software, and then the process ends. So that's a nice little document collection process. Then stage 2 is the audit process. So this is then manually triggered when the super team are ready. So they have all of the documentation ready to go. They're ready to send it to the auditor. They, again, click a button and it will trigger this. The auditor is sent an email with a request to upload a bunch of letters that they need to submit. Then the super team reviews those letters. Are they correct? If not, we request additional things from the auditor. Otherwise, if they are correct, then we're adding those letters to the package of information that needs to be sent to the client. So we're collecting all of the required information that we need to improve our way of working and just make this a lot easier for everyone. And then the last process that I'll show is the financial document signing. So the client needs to sign a bunch of these documents and then submit these to the relevant authorities. So it's triggered. We're sending all of that documentation to the client for signing. They sign that. Then the super team reviews that, and it goes on and goes on. So you can see how if you have highly repetitive ways of working, or it's a very structured process of how things are executed in your business, automation and process is definitely something you should look into. You can process drive this and keep everyone accountable. You can see exactly where you are up to in that process. So it will just reduce a lot of that burden of where are we at, asking people constantly of where things are at and that sort of thing. So automation is for you. Reach out if you think you could benefit from it. Otherwise, jump onto our website and have a look at some of the other features and modules that are included within our product. So Danny here again from Rapid. Feel free to reach out and have a chat about anything I can help with. Otherwise, have a great day.